Hello. Well, we're back in Steedcraft Microfoundry workshop and referencing the features that are shown on the gallery on our website, CompuCutters, and people have remarked that they seem very difficult to do. And if you're going to craft these tiny features in silver or gold or bronze, then you need good eyes, steady hands, and a lot of experience in drilling, sawing and filing of small, relatively delicate pieces of metal. If you're new to that, or you're lucky enough to be entertaining your children or your grandchildren, you want a more fun way of doing it, then we've got a suggestion here that you try using one of these magic toys, because that's what they are. They're a very technical piece of kit which has been watered right down to the base level to entertain children making Star Wars characters or whatever. And we're going to use the printer. It is a 3D printer, three-dimensional printer, to make these patterns for our custom rings. So we start with our own design, because that's the attraction of this, is it's going to be a custom feature. And I've chosen a Zodiac series, and this particular one is Cancer, the crab. And as you can see, it's drawn large scales to give you a chance of getting a decent likeness, as a silhouette black on white. That can be scanned or photographed to give an image, a JPG file, which is processed by a piece of software that comes with this little toy, and the output from that program is saved on a memory card, a little TF card which plugs into the control box. Once you press go and it's warmed up, it will start to print this polymer filament by pushing down into the head, melting it and extruding it down onto the workbed, making up first off a secure base for it to work on, a large pad. As you can see here, it starts with a pad, a backing, and then gets down to producing the symbol, which is the bit we want. It's this piece, which is going to be the pattern for our castings. So the filament needs to be chosen to suit your technique. If you're lost wax casting, ordinary PLA, some PLAs don't burn out cleanly. They leave ash behind, and they make a very poor modelling medium. The best that we found is called Moldlay, Moldlay. It's an American filament that's easily available here in the UK, and it burns out clean at ordinary lost wax temperatures. So you stick to your microfoundry process in your burnout furnace, and it burns out clean and reproduces these little custom symbols. And as you can see, if you've left a little indent in the crown of your ring and you've scaled it nicely, your little silver or bronze custom feature can fit into your ring. And if you fit them in onto, or apply later, some contrasting coloured background in acrylic or enamel, then I think they look quite attractive. The cost is about £90 here in the UK. The running costs, it uses a couple of 100 centimetres of filament per model, which is insignificant. We're talking about just a few pence. And so your total expenditure is the cost of the machine, which is a fun way of producing something which otherwise would be beyond the patience of many youngsters and probably grown-ups.